Today we are going to be talking about the best way to catch more waves as a longboard surfer. Yeah, it's towing in. Nah, it's not towing in. But I do have 3 great ideas that I want to share with you that I'm sure will help you improve catching more waves. And be sure to stay tuned all the way to number 3 because it is a bit of a game changer for me anyways. At least it is when I've caught the wave what to do next to position myself correctly to cross step and to really play and sort of dance with the wave's energy. So stay tuned for that. But if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit subscribe and hit notifications, give us a thumbs up, and before we continue with this video of catching more waves for us longboarders. Alright, so tip number 1. Get a longer surfboard, I mean, come on! Look at the lineup and see all the shortboarders out there, the people on their mini Malibus that are not catching anything and getting frustrated and looking at the longboarders, what with the long gliders and thinking, how come they're catching them so many waves? What a bunch of losers. But the reality is, the longboarders with the boards that have a lot of volume in them, they're going to catch more waves. It's just an easier way of surfing. Come on, surfing is hard enough as it is. Why bother make it harder for yourself? And plus, catching waves is a lot of fun. Yeah, I get it. The shortboards, the maneuverability, the speed, it's a different type of surfing. But if you're out there surfing, you're sitting in the lineup and you're not catching anything, then what are you doing? Get a longer board. This one here I'm riding is a 10-8. It's a homemade log. I made it myself in my garage. Yeah, so come on, get with the program. The longer the board, the more volume, the more glide there is on the wave, which equates to the better the chance of you catching more waves. Tip number 2. Position yourself closer to where the steepness of the wave is. The more energy the wave is, the steeper it is, the critical part of the wave. But on the other hand, you got to figure, okay, how steep are these waves? If they're, beach break and it's very steep, then the chances with a longboard you might nosedive. So you got to be able to a little bit have some street smarts on the wave as well. So you're going to be close to the critical part of the wave where the wave's got its energy and some steepness in it, but not so steep that you're going to pearl and nosedive. So angling your board, getting close to the pocket, but finding out your comfort zone, finding out what feels good for you, somewhere close to the energy of the wave, not way off on the shoulder, but somewhere close to the critical part where you feel comfortable and are able to angle your takeoff to prevent nosediving and really, just get that board, online and just go for it. And tip number 3, finally, and this one here is, I gotta say, it is, like I said in the beginning, it's a game changer for me, and it's almost like I've been surfing for 8 years now, and I kind of feel like I'm a slow learner, but this one here is just something I've been picking up recently. I probably realized it before, but it's really kind of, it's sunk in for me finally, and it's all about, once you catch the wave, it's maybe doing a bit of a faded takeoff type thing where you're heading towards, you're on the shoulder, but you're heading towards the critical part of the wave, and just, as the wave's breaking, getting your weight back onto the tail of the board and just turning that board drastically down the line. The board is actually going to be, the rails will be dug into the face of the wave, and it'll be climbing up steeper up on the top of the wave's face, where you can actually cross step, and you pretty much have to cross step if you want to keep your rails engaged on the face, and that's really exciting. And it's just sunk in for me, this movement of fading the takeoff and then just quickly cutting back and up the face of the wave, feeling the steepness of the wave, but with the longboard feeling the rails dug in, and that solidity of the board just, feeling so solid and so stable in the wave's face. It's an amazing feeling. And if you're an intermediate or novice surfer like me, then I guarantee that this feeling is going to be a game changer and really lift your surfing to the next level. Anywho, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you haven't done so already, then hit the subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.